Hi, it's Steve with Desert Dwellers, and today we're doing some cleaning videos. Okay. Now we did some 22s, most of them. Now we're going to start on the bigger stuff. And today we got my Taurus, the PT 100, or excuse me, 101, all stainless steel, 40 caliber. I got these really nice, cool blue grips on them here now. You know, and I really like them. So we're got everything torn apart here on the desk, and we're just gonna get started on this guy. Now, first things first. First thing we're gonna do, notice there's a magazine here, so what do? We make sure the weapon is cleared. No ammo. Magazine's empty. Put that aside. Finger, thumb, pushing up on the slide release so it will catch as I open it. Now this one has a really strong spring, but we do it, and you can see no barrel or no ammo down the magazine well, no ammo in the chamber. Very important. People some people have shot themselves while cleaning their weapon, and it's inexcusable. Make sure it is empty, completely empty. All right. So now it's a semi-automatic pistol. We have the slide locked open. There's a small detent on our takedown here. We got to push from this side. See how it kind of push out? There's a thing here you push. That comes out, and then this bar rotates around. Not the easiest trick in the world sometimes, especially when your hands are greasy and you have a bunch of solvent and stuff on your fingers. So we're going to use a little catch here. This has a very strong spring. Now see how I rotated down into this down position here. Okay, now it's ready to come apart. Hold the slide back, release the slide release, and it comes apart. Okay, now we're going to start on the frame itself, the frame assembly. Not a whole lot here. Trigger section in here, sears, hammer, safety. I'm just going to give it a little wipe down basically. I'm not going to go crazy on it today. You see it's mostly the surface stuff. Most of your parts that are going to jam are going to be in the slide, and then your upper, the actual slide part. You do want to make sure that your rails are clean here and here. And then some of the rim oil. I usually do a little bit here in the trigger section, and then back here by the hammer section, and then a little bit along where the slide will run, and then I just kind of wipe off the excess, and then we're going to set that aside. Alright, now we're going to remove the barrel from the slide. So first we got to do the spring and guide rod. Get it over here on our little close-up camera. Take the pressure off and just let it slide out just like such. Just come apart, then your barrel kind of lifts up. There's that. You got this little piece here, and it's going to pop off. Yeah, it kind of comes apart, but we're not going to worry about it too much. Okay. Excuse me, I got a cold. Now, you see there's a little bit of dirt down the side there. So we're going to take our acid brush, a little bit of solvent, and we're going to clean the bolt face a little bit, the rails, the extractor, the ejector, which the ejector should be actually right there, the extractor on this. Run up and down the rails a little bit, and then wipe the excess solvent off. Now you can take it all the way down, pull the firing pin block or the firing pins out and stuff like that. I'm not going to do it. I don't usually take them apart that far. It's a lot of extra work. You got to take some pins and stuff out. We just need to stay functional for the most part. So wipe down the excess. And again, a little lubricant on the rails. And we're going to set that aside also. Now the guide rod, not a whole lot to clean here. You just kind of wipe it down, set it aside. Same with the spring. You can wipe any excess that might be off on it. Now the barrel is going to be a little bit different. So we're going to, I got to find a 40 caliber brush. That's a little bit too small. That's a 9. Here we go. That will work. So now we're just going to go back down to the single bore on it, because obviously we've got plenty of room here. Get that in there. Solvent going from this side, in, out, in, out, in, out. Now I'm also going to kind of rub it here, the feed ramp. Got it over there. My little wire brush. Clean up around this stuff here. This piece here we're going to clean up a little bit. Okay. Now I said a Taurus is basically like a Beretta in its construction. And its looks. So wipe some of this excess off. Wipe that down. Now we're going to use a second bar. And gotta find my other jig. Oh, there it is. And then we're going to move to a bigger patch. So we got some 22 patches over there, but we got to have a little bit bigger here. So let's see what we have here. We got bulk patches. Again, those bigger ones or small ones. These are like uncut ones, huh? Okay, let's go into these. Okay, you see these are a little bit bigger than the ones that were for the small 22s. So we're going to set these to the side. Fold it up, run the needle through, basically, like you're running thread through a needle head. So it's on both sides. Run it back and forth. You know, you can look down the barrel. You see it's fairly clear inside there. If I can just hit that just right now. Let's see, I'm trying to do this backwards while watching a TV screen. Okay. But anyway, it's clear enough. So we're going to dispose of that one. We're going to put a second one on there. Run it through. Now, one of the most important things you're going to lubricate is your barrel, inside of your barrel. Because you got bullets coming through this thing all the time. Okay, so rim oil. Spray it in there. And so now those are lubricated. Okay, then we're going to put this piece back in, and it should got this little bar piece you see here. So you need to get that kind of up out of the way, and then this kind of sets in there. It's not the easiest trick. Kind of goes in sideways. Got to do it just right. It's kind of a pain. Eventually I'll hit it. And we're going to edit this for time too. But there we go. And that's how that sets in there. Now we are going to lubricate that a little bit. So a little bit of spray here, a little bit of spray here, because it does move. And a little in the back. we are going to wipe up. My rags are getting a little dirty. I have to go get another one. Wipe up a little bit of the excess. So you don't want it runny, drippy, but you want it on there. Okay. Also, let's do this first. We're going to run right here where the barrel would sit. Now it doesn't sit in here tight, but we are going to put a little extra lubricant right there. One of the clean patches. I'm going to wipe it in. Now we already did our rails and stuff, so we're going to set the barrel in place. Looks good. Okay. Now because the spring and the guide rod, the spring is going to be bouncing on the sky a lot, we're going to lubricate the guide rod. So just a little bit. Put the spring in. Spring goes into the little. Spring goes in here, as you can see, and then while the barrel is in place, you got to try to hold everything. Take the. This is sometimes where you get fun. You gotta get that down there until it catches, like such. Okay, now it's caught, and it's caught right there. So now. It's not actually in the right there. Okay, now it's better. And you see it looks kind of normal. Okay, so yeah, I'm wiping my hands off. We're going to get the frame. Now the frame's all ready to go. We lubed it up a little bit. We lubed the rails. Stop it back on. We're going to go all the way to the locked position. And then see when it's locked back. And again, you're going to be pushing up on that till you get to that locked position, and it'll hold it open for you. Now we're going to run this back into its locked position, and there we go. And runs nice and smooth. And that's pretty much all there is to it. You slap the magazine in. Need to give me a couple more towels. Just kind of wipe up the excess that you might have dripped over. Now again, stainless steel, so I don't need to lubricate or oil and get it in there, because this ain't ever going to rust. But that's all there is for it, pretty much. Hope you're enjoying these. I got a number of handguns to go through still today. I'm going to do a bunch of videos and just get them on. And I hope you're enjoying them, and hope you subscribe. Thank you. Bye.